Chapter 4, Day 3. Rosa has her way with people. I can't describe exactly what happened, but it was a crazy night I won't forget anytime soon. If I'm even a little bit delusional, I'd call that night enlightening. But alas, reality awaits. I don't know if I understood correctly what the booze in the cup meant. But one thing's for sure, you can't force the cup to hold more than it could handle. And maybe that was the point. Okay, so the only way we can go is in. Here comes the prodigal son. You! Where have you been? He's at that age where he's feeling a little rebellious. Give him a break. Shut up. If AG told you anything, then it'd make perfect sense if I didn't want to see anyone last night, right? AG shrugged, Toshio scratched his head, and Gunther sighed. We just have to get to the bottom of this, right? I'm sure he'll agree. Yaz is still alive, after all. Yeah, he opens the gallery real early. Unlike Hayami, who's still sound asleep. Why are we out and about so early anyway? Yeah, AG. Fess up. Are we here just to pick you up? There's work to do before Hayami wakes up. Right, you? Like what? After everything we saw yesterday, we're still going to do some errands? We're going to the graveyard, but Hayami wouldn't be there. It's too early for her. You know how she's always the last to wake up. Oh, yeah. Huh? What work are we talking about, then? I told you about the videos. From those, we learned there's one place we should investigate. A place to investigate before Hayami wakes up. Could that be? That's right. She goes to that place that looked like a crypt. And she's never talked about it. What could she be hiding in a crypt? Are you sure it's not just part of the gravekeeping job that she didn't want to bother us with? We'll take a quick peek, then we'll know. I thought you would have rated it already. Guess you really did just want some alone time last night. I wasn't thinking straight, AG. I'm sure you could tell. Well, don't leave us out of the loop. We want to see this crypt too. Right, Toshio? You're acting tough, but your legs are shaking. I'm just shaking in excitement. Crypts are like theme parks to me. It is kind of chilly this morning, though. We have to beat Hayami to the graveyard. Early bird gets the worm. You two can chat later. Not that way. That's where the graves are, and there weren't any near the places we saw. You're right. Let's go the other way. This is it. Exactly the way it looked in the video. That video must have been taken recently. Anyway, we can't just stand here. After you? After you. Hey, I'm just trying to watch everybody's back. We could face the ghost in there, or Hayami could kill us if he finds us here. You decide what's worse. It's not a difficult choice to make. Gunther put on his best impersonation of you. Let's move. You sighed and led the way. Okay. And here we begin. I assume this is the puzzle room. Any scenes before we start interacting? Nope. Okay, let's bite the bullet here. Mulad Hara has been added to the inventory. Hey look, it's a shiny crystal ball. What do you think it's for? Do you know if Hayami ever dabbled in divination? The symbol on it looks familiar. Probably saw it in some religious literature, I'd say. Religious literature, huh? So the symbol could mean something. If I'm right, then it's part of a set of symbols. Maybe there's more of these. We should keep this one in case we need it for something. And I am sorry, but I have never seen that symbol before. It says luminol on it. What's it doing here? Is this the lair of some secret detective? Luminol? That's the thing you use to detect blood on surfaces, right? Yeah, I wonder what Hayami needs it for. Keep in mind, luminol reacts to a ton of different things. Basically, anything that will provide the oxidation will cause a reaction, so you can get all sorts of fun false positives. Hey, look at these red knobs. That can speak to it all, eh? Wink wink? Well, it does look like they it doesn't look like they'll do anything until they're powered up. See the dead screen? Yeah, of course. Gotta find a way to turn these knobs on. That looks like a 3D printer. Yeah, now that you mention it, you're right. What's the 3D printer doing here? Is Hayami printing her own toys? Toys? What? Yeah, toys. You can 3D print miniatures and stuff, right? Maybe there's a market for that in Omotesando. People in that jewelry place should have fun once in a while. Well, whatever the printer is for, we can't really tell unless we turn the computer on. An unremarkable computer screen. We might find out something interesting if we turn the computer on, though. So step one to turning it on? It's an unplugged computer. Plug it in, stupid. There's no way that power cord will reach the outlet without an extension cord, though. That complicates things a little bit. The outlet in question is where, though? So, I don't know what Eastern building code is, but US building code requires the outlet to be 1 foot off the ground, I think, or something like 1 foot above the base of the floor, so depending on what tiling or flooring you have, it may be a little bit lower just because it's based off that. Anyway, let's hit these. It's locked. Figures. I don't see a keyhole. There's gotta be another way to open it. I hope you're right. Otherwise, we're just wasting our time here. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find something nice, yeah? Like a crowbar. I'd like to open this door with a crowbar and be done with it. T-Man, I expected more finesse from you. We're in a hurry, aren't we? We are, so let's just find a way to open this door. Won't budge. This door's locked real tight like it's not supposed to be opened. Is there ways we can turn? Yeah. So that would be the outlet in question. That's a gas mask. I know what a gas mask is, Toshio. Think we'll need it? Maybe there's a secret button. It's not that well hidden. Probably just the tip of the iceberg. Iceberg, right. Better figure out what the button does. So we don't have that in our inventory. Looks awfully suspicious. Is it a secret compartment? Yo, are you sure it isn't just the breaker box or something? Only one way to find out. The question is, how do we open it? With a hexagonal tool, it looks like. That could be tricky. Here's hoping we find one. Just an ordinary power outlet. Leaving already? Let's look around some more. No point in leaving right now. Try to find what this place is for. Did that do something? You hear anything? Not a peep? Then let's look around and see if anything's changed. Some sort of control mechanism to where the doors are. If Hayami had anything to do with setting this place up, these knobs will probably unlock the door or activate some other contraption. So, how do we spray this? Ah. It's not that narcissistic. It's definitely 4 digits. Yoshio and Charlton. 2065. It's worth a try. Go for 2065. Okay, so we need to reset it, I assume? Oh, damn it. Okay, so it's 7 up and 5 down. Okay, the mistake I made right there off the bat was I thought it was an equal number up and down. I wasn't really paying attention. Guys, look, the door just opened. So I think you needed the hint from them because I don't remember anything about the year she joined coming up before this. It really is 2065. She's taking a risk by using a non-random passcode, but that year was certainly special. So that's her style, huh? All love for Chichalton, though she may not show it. She has her reasons, I'm sure. A shower room? And this one's for girls, too. Like we have a choice. The other door still won't budge. Why would there be a shower room in a place like this? It doesn't look like an ordinary shower room. More like a decontamination chamber. Exactly. Whoever's past this area must be sensitive to dust and dirt. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not exactly feeling fresh. Special shower's exactly what I need right now. We don't all have to go at the same time, right? You hiding anything, T-Man? Feeling shy to show us how much you've grown. No, I just don't want to see any of you guys naked. That's nasty. Oh, I bet. Uh-oh, even Eiji knows what's going on. Look, I don't want to be weird, but Toshio's right. We don't all have to go in together. If this is a trap, we'd all be screwed. Yeah, take one for the team, you. Eiji shrugged. Guess the boys aren't just finished growing up, eh? Don't be creepy, Gunther. I'll let you know if it's safe on the other end. Wait, shouldn't we be wearing hazmat suits before we go in there? I don't see any around, and Hayami wasn't carrying one when we last saw her enter this crypt. So you mean Hayami, this shower room? No, it's not really the time for that, Toshio. You! Why are you stripping? How am I supposed to take a shower with clothes on? Oh, right, just seem random is all. Well, see you on the other side. That was so refreshing! You guys kind of took longer than I expected. Didn't you go together? Had to get dry one at a time. I was watching you all, waiting for my turn. You're packing it in all the right places, Eiji. Hey, watch it. I'm sorry, I can't help but admire. I'm sure Toshio wants to be even half the man you are. I'm right here, and I don't really care. I can get my body to where I want it if I put in the work. It's just a simple balancing act between calorie burn and intake, and getting enough of the right nutrients. That and working out regularly. Geez, you put a lot more thought in this than I imagined. Trying to impress a girl, huh? I just want to be in peak condition when it's needed of me, that's all. If you say so. Now that we're in, let's see what this place is all about. Oh god, I should probably start writing these down, shouldn't I? Okay, got my scratch paper here. Starting to run out of envelopes. This one's not really that good either, it's kind of cheap. So yeah, I'm gonna fold this into quarters. Okay, that's number one, and there's actually something up here. Not much here except, what's this? What's up, you? You found a toy? No, it looks like a key of some sort. A key? Better keep it then. Right. Earth stick has been added to the inventory. So is this feng shui or what? How do we close this? Okay, you can't interact with that one, but you can this one. It's empty. Okay, so the next one we can interact with is these high, and then the low one. So I'm starting to wonder, is this Morse code something? Dashes, or the beeps and the dashes or whatever? Look what I found. It's an odd-looking wrench. That isn't a very common shape for sure. Could be proprietary. I've seen one before. I think it's for fixing cars. It might be useful. Let's keep it. Circle wrench. Nothing else. Okay, the next one is long, long, short, and then short, 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 short. There's something shiny inside. Looks like one of those balls we saw outside. Vishuddha added to the inventory. Another one of those balls. Toshio's right, there's more than one, and this has a different symbol. There's another one. We should look for the others. Right. Anyway, gotta write this one down. So now the varying width is starting to make me wonder. There's something inside this one. I think it's an adapter. Well, take it then. You never know when you'll need one. Yeah. 3-prong adapter add to the inventory. Okay, this one. Okay, so that's where we put the one thing, and that's going to give us one of those sticks. What do we have here? This guy has way more holes than the average person. You know what I'm saying? It has a fancy crown and something in its hand, too. You, look at the symbol on its crown. Looks familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, you're right. I think we've seen something like it before. A crown with a circular design on it. Makes the statue look quite dapper, I'd say. That's weird. There's an inscription on the crown, but it's too tiny to read from afar. Really? What does it say? Violet is the color of royalty, red is the color of workers in the field, and a spectrum between them. So, let's do violet to red. Top down, I'm gonna note. What's that supposed to mean? A hint, I'm guessing. Something to do with colors. So yeah, I'm assuming it's like a rainbow thing going from top to bottom. And he has 6 holes. Didn't see the one on his neck. The statue is holding something. There's no way we can pull that out by force. Do we even have to? Are we here to scavenge or for what? Don't you get the itch to... Never mind. My bad. I'm messing with you. I'm guessing it's a key of some sort. You too, huh? And this, folks, is why you always take a crowbar when you go exploring. That's a kid's bike, isn't it? It's got a train wheel and all. Yeah. Wonder what it's doing here. I know. This is for T-Man. Hayami is always so considerate. Shut up. Why would I need a kid's bike? I can make one that's voice activated and bounces on its own without steering input. Right. I'm just saying. You're the only one who'll fit this particular bike. Maybe it's not for any of us. We're not even supposed to be here. A kid's bike, huh? Okay, this place is a lot bigger. So I just want to make sure that I couldn't go over here. Now let's rotate. Svadhisthana? Another one of those balls. Toshio's right. There's more than one, and this has a different symbol. There's another one. We should look for the others. Right. What's this doing in a bookshelf? You? Did you find something? Yes, but I'm not sure what it is. A wooden key. There's a symbol on it. Could be a key. Just grab it. Yeah. So now we have the air stick, so it's going to be feng shui. A fireplace? Here? It's probably not used very often, if at all. Can't have a secret hideout with smoke coming out. Look, Toshio. Is this one of those paintings that old world folks paid crazy money for? You're talking about abstract expressionist art from back in the day. Not all of them sold well. It's just a style. The painter and provenance were bigger factors in determining the value of high art. High art? They're just squares! That's why they're called high art. Can you imagine people paying money that could feed 100 families for a year to obtain something like this? Yeah, I get your drift. High art for sure. What about those little squares around the painting? I don't think they're part of the piece. The numbers on them seem out of place too. They're tiny screens, I think. Gunther. I tried to press some of them and the numbers changed. They must be digital, right? You might be onto something. Press the little squares, huh? Don't know if that's gonna... Damn it. So this is gonna be another one of those damn clicking puzzles, isn't it? So I'm gonna reset this just so we know where it's at. That's a lot of books. They don't seem to be in good condition, though. A lot of the pages are torn and faded. So you're saying these books aren't necessarily for reading. Some of the books are serviceable. It's not quite the library that it looks like, though. So you get a bunch of children's books. That means there's another reason why that bookshelf is here. Maybe there's a secret door behind it. That's a classic. But no, I don't think Hayami likes cheesy old tricks. It's possible that this really is her collection. The damaged books may have sentimental value. Yeah, I'd bet on that over a hidden door. What is it, Toshio? I'm looking at the books a bit more and I saw this note. It's the only piece of paper sticking out. Yeah? What does it say? I'm afraid I can't make much sense out of it. It's like it's some sort of riddle. Let's hear it. Fire and water are opposites like the sun and the moon. The wind blows against the earth, the unstoppable against the immovable, and the spirit above all else. That's all. What's that supposed to mean? Must be some kind of password hint Hayami left here in case she forgets. Password? For what? That's just my guess. We'll need to look around some more to make sense of this riddle. So, looks like anytime you click on here, it's going to go back to that riddle thing. Oh well. Like, one thing that I definitely miss from Zero Escape is being able to have an upper view of the room to look down at, so you can figure out where everything actually is positioned. That's a crib, no doubt about it. Seeing a theme here. A play space, a crib. How nice of Hayami. This is what you call, what was it? A daycare center, right? You leave your toddlers here when you're too busy to take care of them. What's wrong, dude? You don't think so? If that were the case, there wouldn't be any reason to make it so hard to enter this place. Security concerns? The location's questionable, too. Why a daycare center in the cemetery? Daycare centers of the old world were accessible. They had to be near where parents worked or lived. A cemetery is definitely a weird spot for it even today. You'd want a daycare center near places of activity. Fine, so it isn't a daycare center. What's a crib doing here, then? Let's not draw conclusions, not until we figure out what this place is, at least. Hey, what's this under the blanket? Ajna, added to the inventory. Another one of those balls. Toshio's right, there's more than one, and this has a different symbol. There's another one. We should look for the others. Right. Manipura. Another one. It's just a repeat of everything. That's a play space for kids, isn't it? Fight your instincts, Team N. This isn't the time. Cut it out. You're the one who wants to jump in, aren't you? Why would Hayami need a play space? You don't think... I'll pass on the conjecture for now. A kid's playpen. No way am I jumping in. Blah. What's this? Glass doors with a star on them. The star is holding the door shut. Must be some kind of locking mechanism. Now the question is, how do we open this door? Trying to see if there's a way to turn back, but it looks like we have to do it twice. Air conditioner. Hey, if we need an extension cord, I think I found one. See that? The one connected to the AC unit? Yeah, it might get hot in here for a while, but we do need an extension cord. Then what are you waiting for? Grab it, you. We can manage. Right. So, luminol. Hey, you think that'll clean the sponges? It's luminol, not detergent. No harm in trying, right? Just spray a little bit here and a little bit here. See, I had a feeling that would happen. You and me both, leader. Clear the smudge. That's not what luminol does. Must be the wrong label, then. Maybe Hayami just grabbed the first empty bottle she could find and poured the stuff in. It sure isn't luminol in that bottle. A big red letter. You think this is written in blood? No way! Don't be so dramatic. This is clearly just red paint. With this mysterious luminol, we can clear the smudge to reveal a secret. Just spray a bit, like so. Yakuza? Oh no, but let's write these letters down in order just in case. A-U-Y-A-Z-K. Says A. U. So what do we just MacGyver here? With this extension cord we can plug the computer in even if the outlet is across the room. Hey, the computer's working. Great. Now let's see what this computer is doing here. Think you'll find a secret folder? Just check the computer already. Come on. Toshio, I don't even want to ask. There are arrows and empty boxes on the screen. I should click around and see what happens. So let's try the literal combination A, U. And notice this one actually has back arrows. A, Z, and then K. Let's try it. Okay, the fun one doesn't work, so let's go to the next one. Yep, it was Kazuya. The letters on the wall were an anagram, then. Should keep that in mind. Blood wall's been added to the inventory. Got the right code. Did anything happen? Not as far as I can tell. I didn't hear anything. Should I check inside? Wait. Why don't you click on the big black button, you? What button? Oh, right. It was to focus on the arrows. The big black button. Maybe there's more to do on this computer before we can get anywhere. Oh, God. So... let's see. There are 9 spaces. Hold. Tap, tap. Oh, it's going to spell out Charlton. No? It's too big. Okay, going across. Okay, that one doesn't work. This has to do with the lockers. How do I turn around? Hey, look, it's one of those cube toys, except it's not a cube. It's a triangular pyramid, a tetrahedron. Nothing like a cube at all. I'm just messing around, come on. A triangular pyramid with colors and numbers on the faces. Better take notes. Could be telling us information we don't need elsewhere. Yeah. I should try and remember the colors and numbers on the tetrahedron. So click and drag to spin. So let's see. Green. 2, 3, 7. Like, I'm not entirely sure about orientation here. Blue. 3, 2, 5. Red. 1, 9, 1. And turn over to yellow, damn you. Okay. You can put that away, you. Ordinary power outlet. Okay, make this one a 1. This is a 6. And then finally this should be a 1. So let's see. Red has a 2 here. Blue has a 7. 3. Blue should have a 2, a 5, a 3. Red should have 6 here. I missed the first part, but hey, the fireplace opened. There's something in it, I think. Check it out, you. So we'll grab this and I'll go closer. It's one of those 6 we've seen lying around. We probably need it for something. Fire stick added to the inventory, and not the Amazon kind, sadly. Just had to sneeze. Okay, to explain this puzzle. Here is the solution, just so you know. Now we're going to go back and I'll go to the code. This one is one of those really stupid ones. It's not as bad as some of the other crappy ones we've seen, but yeah. Anyway, right here's the Morse code puzzle. This one I'm still working on. Flip around you. Okay, so there's a red 2 here. That means the red side bordering the green needs to be a 2. The blue bordering green needs to be 7, and the yellow needs to be a 3. And then if they're opposites, then that will be like a corner color instead. So then just go around here, grabbing all the colors. This is a 6, not a 9. That's one of those things that really gave me a bit of an issue. Then you can see the 4 and the 1s, and so on. Let's turn this so we can show the green side, just in case. I don't know what all I've shown and haven't shown, so right there I showed all of them just to play it safe. And now I need to work on this one. Okay, let's give this one another try. So, taking the combination from the lockers, it's possible that this could be backwards. Like, are we supposed to go low then high, or... So real quick, let's run over here. It's also possible we're supposed to go top down. It's just going to be a little tricky here because these are two separate letters. We might need to alternate. In that case, we'd have to start here. Anyway, at the very least, let's go what these letters are. So... Okay, this is L. 3 longs is O. V. E. C. H. I. L. Okay, I think I might actually have these in the proper order if this is the D. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you just go across the top, then you start at the bottom. The printer started working. The printer, right. I should check the 3D printer. It's another one of those sticks. Must be something to them. Better collect them all then, eh? Yeah. At this point, I'd say they're connected to how this place works. Water stick. So is that all of them other than the one that's being held? Fire, water, air, earth. So the one that's missing would be metal if it's feng shui. Closing these because I'm tired of looking at them. We're still missing quite a few of these, I think. Red, blue, orange. Okay, so we're going violet to red. Think it'll fit? How about we just try it? Fits like a glove. Doesn't look like anything happened. You guys hear anything? Nope. The statue has a few more holes. We need to find more balls to place in those holes. Balls and holes. Shut up, Gunther. What? It sounds funny. Whatever. Okay, do we have a violet one? That's blue, orange... Like, I'm hoping this is violet and not indigo or something crappy like that. Do we have orange? Yellow. And I need to hope that they're not doing some sort of obscure thing where in, like, there's a different color spectrum I'm not familiar with. So we're missing green. Okay, so does this tell you where the Kazuya thing comes from instead of me just doing it randomly? We use the circle wrench, we use that one, we use that one. I was kind of hoping there might have been a green one we could have took. Never found a use for this yet. Okay, so going around clicking randomly, I tried the circle wrench on the bike and I got this. Wait a minute. What is it, old man? You got that wrench? Look at the bike's training wheel. Hey, I think you're onto something. It's the same shape, isn't it? Give it a shot. Alright, here goes nothing. Yep, it's the right tool for the job. So now we have the train wheel. Blah. So, can we combine this into something? Okay, we need the train wheel for something, but I'm not entirely sure what. So let's try that here. Okay, with the train wheel in our inventory, we need to go over here. No, you ignore the thing. We're clicking here. Damn it, you set the thing down. Hey, doesn't this look like it'll fit? The train wheel? Dude, you use that on bikes. No harm in trying. Of course that worked. What was Hayami thinking, man? She definitely had fun in designing this place. Now to see what's inside that secret compartment. A secret compartment with something inside. Okay, how do I put the toy down? No, stop looking at the damn toy, you. Okay, there's something inside. Can you grab the thing? Okay. Now that that's in there. Oh, don't tell me I glitched through this thing. Okay, so I was supposed to use the train wheel to get that to get the other thing. And this thing's just a beautiful disaster. Oh boy. Okay, the missing ball was indeed in the pit, it looks like. This is the sixth one. How many of these crystal bars are all that... I don't give a damn. It's the last one. 6 holes, something or another. So, it's not quite a point-and-click game without a pixel hunt, is it? Stick falls to the floor with a clink. That's how it works. Key of some sort. Ollie-shaped stick. Shouldn't make it easy. Spirit stick. Notice those tiny holes in that star pattern? Tiny holes. Gunther's right. They're too small to be keyholes, but we might be able to fit something else in them. It's a hole for each point of the star. We got 5 little things we can try on the store, right? The element sticks. Let's give this a shot. Okay. Which one's which? Oh, God. Yeah, can I back out of this and actually see them still? Of course not. I assume this is spirit. Fire, water, wind, earth. So here I'm just going to try rotating them and seeing what happens. Your clue for this one's in the bookshelf. Leave that one alone. Grab this one. Unless this one's actually in its proper spot. Okay, maybe this one's... go here. Okay, so this one's now in its proper spot. This one is not. So we need to move this one out. Water's now in its proper spot, so we need to move wind and fire. I think you got it. What a pain in the ass lock Hayami left for us. We're not supposed to open it, jeez. Well, we're already here. Let's see what's inside. What the heck? You gotta be kidding me. What is it? It looks like a fossil. It's a lithopedian, a stone baby. Depending on how old it is, it could technically be a fossil. Baby? A baby? That thing? I've seen it in ebooks before. When a baby develops outside the womb of its mother and dies, there's a small chance that it'll be calcified. Calcified? We're looking at a dead baby that's covered and hardened by its mother's calcium salts. The calcification process protects the mother from the dead baby causing an infection. I read that they're extremely rare, so it never even crossed my mind that I'd see one. What's a dead baby doing here? And why does Hayami come to this place? Security measures that protect this stone baby should remind you of something. This place reminds me of your basement, AG. Dude, what were you doing in AG's basement? Every Dirtchalton member is capable of setting up such measures to protect something important. Are you saying Hayami built this place? All that work to keep a dead baby out of reach? Why don't you just bury it in the graveyard outside? Baby must be important to her, then. You don't think. Think later. We can't stay here for too long. And make sure to put everything back in place. Jeez. Hayami, is it hers? Did you know anything about this? AG? How could I? What kind of question is that? But damn. When did she ever have a kid? She never said anything about this. Why would she? It's a pretty big deal, don't you guys think? One of your friends suddenly turns into a mom and you didn't know about it? There has to be a reason why she didn't tell us. Hayami. It's not exactly an easy topic to bring up. Do you think she ever intended on telling us? I'd prefer she told us about it instead of us finding it for ourselves. But whatever reason why she hasn't told us, that's her call. I just want to know if I'm not the only one surprised by this. You? Remember when you told us before? That we had to know about each other before we could form any sort of trust between us? How come she never told anyone about this? Thought we all had to be on the same page. It bothers me too, Toshio. Let me think for a second. When did Hayami have this kid? Was it before we met her or after Kinkakuji? You think we don't deserve to know if it was after we've disbanded? You think we don't deserve to know if this is after we've disbanded? Did I read this correctly? This is a serious matter. Doshi boy, you need to calm down. Couldn't have been easy for her to lose a child. If this was one secret she never wanted anyone else to know, we can't blame her for that. But how do you think it happened? How is that even possible? Hayami, she's not like that. What about Yaz? She likes him, doesn't she? She does, but... But what? Does it look like they have that kind of relationship? Could have been someone else. Like who? I don't know. Somebody had to have been that kid's father. If not Yaz, then who? Those girls from the residential area. They said Hayami was a... No. Yeah, they did. You don't think... I'll stop you right there. I know it's probably just gossip. We've all been forced to do things we don't like to survive. It wouldn't be too far-fetched if she... No, that's enough. We're not talking about that. Let's mull this over. Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Eiji's right, you. Hayami's not that kind of person. I'm just saying, it's a scenario we have to consider. We need time to think this over. We owe Hayami enough respect not to jump to any conclusions. That's all that needs to be said. Do you really doubt Hayami that much, you? It's not about doubting her or not, is it? Hayami's still a friend of ours, even if she kept a secret. We don't even know if this child is actually hers. Maybe she's just the caretaker of that place as part of her job. There's no use speculating right now. Once we get the facts, we'll go from there. Right now, all we know is that a strange room was built to enshrine the remains of a stone child. The important thing on our minds should be Hayami, not the dead. We should be focusing on her, why she visits the place, or whether the child is hers. These are things she might need help with, not judgment for. We better leave before she finds us here. I want everyone to exercise tact in talking about this with her, got it? Stop. What's up, you? Shh, keep your voices low. I hear them too, but barely. We should get closer. You nodded and signaled them to move. This is close enough. Get down. We don't want to spook them. That voice, it's Yaz, isn't it? And he's talking to a girl. I'm gonna report this, Yaz. Hey now. As if you're any better, Yue. At least I give them a chance to reconcile with their mortality before they perish. Yeah. Big fucking favor. Make them piss their pants first. If you're gonna kill them, just do it. Don't turn it into some big shit show. Why do you have to torture them? Violate them? You like watching fellow human beings writhe in pain, you sick freak? I have my reasons. It's probably not as bad as you think, yeah? You're not any better either. What could be worse than that? You're right, maybe I'm not any better, but when I kill them, I don't get a kick out of making them suffer. Calm down already. So we're different on that front. Big deal. Now stop making a commotion before someone hears us. I'll be watching you. Yeah, shrugged. Annoyed, the girl walked away. Okay, let's wrap it up and get out of here. Holy hell! Yaz is a murderer? Must have had something to do with those corpses he delivers. Right, you? Doesn't surprise me either, to be honest. Told you we need to get that creep away from Hayami. That girl he was talking to, wasn't she the girl we saw at the soapland? Yep. That girl's got guts, whoever she is. I have a feeling that they're not enemies. The lady just doesn't agree with something Yaz does. We better get going. I don't think we should stick around any longer. Yaz and his boys are still here. What's the matter, you? Why you stop? You turned around to see Yue standing behind them. I told you not to get involved any further, you. It's that chick! Eiji pulled out his crossbow. Before he could even pull the trigger, Yue disarmed him and sent him to the ground. Gunther tried to grab her, but he was thrown into the dirt as well. Yu body-checked her from her blind spot. She attempted to get up to go after Yu, but Eiji grabbed her and held her down. Toshio picked up the small pistol she dropped after getting tackled by Yu and aimed it at her. Don't even think of moving. It takes 4 guys to stop me. What does that say about you? You got your own gun pointed at you. I wouldn't be talking like that. Who's the chick? I should have realized you were working alongside Yaz when you found me yesterday. Found? You figured that out? That wasn't a coincidence. Me all alone? Why are you working with Yaz? What's this all about? What are you two plotting? You know I'm not going to answer that. You better. Toshio cocked the pistol. Easy, Toshio. That's not a toy. You've never even held a gun before, have you, boy? How about we see where the bullet lands, then you tell me. Whoa, Toshi boy, chill. I won't ask again. What are you up to? I'm doing my job. You should be doing yours too, Sanctus lover. Oh, Sanctus! You got the wrong guy, lady. You's not one of them. He used to be. He's still chipped. What's it to you? It's all fun and games until he needs your heads to meet a quota. Sanctus dogs, that's what they're best at. That's what they live for. Why do you keep saying crap like that? Because it bothers you. I know a lot of things that bother you, like Miho. Toshio lowered the pistol. What? How did... I do my research. You're an interesting case to me. There's nothing about you that I don't know about. That's all I needed to hear. Eiji tightened his hold on Yue, threatening to break her arm. Eiji, don't! Listen, stay out of this. I'm of no concern to you. Yeah, right. Your murderer friends hangs out with our friend a lot. That's concerning to say the least. And you don't seem to be bothered by the murder. It's just the torture that you don't like. I'm not going to warn you again. Look, lady, you don't provoke Eiji when he's mad like that. Please watch what you say. For your own good. Yue squeezed out of Eiji's grip, knocked him down, then took off. Eiji grabbed the pistol from Toshio and aimed at Yue, but Yu jumped in front of him. Enough, Eiji. Dang, she runs fast. She's long gone. Who in the world is that? We would have gotten answers if you let me shoot her in the leg. What is she? A spy? A mercenary? I don't know. Whatever she's supposed to be, she sure as hell sounds like she knows what we're here for. Now you realize why we should have made her speak. Hey, what was that stuff about quotas? She kept harping on it. Seemed like she was referring to how Sanctus members used to have to meet quota. As far as I know, they've universally dropped that policy to increase their membership. She mentioned quotas yesterday when she attacked me too. Guess that really made her mad at Sanctus. She attacked you? Why'd you tell us that? So that's why we found you lying on the ground. Didn't think it was important. You're frickin' stupid. Like I was saying. No wonder Sanctus dropped quotas, though. Yeah, it's a bad system. Basically turns people into slaves because you have to comply to survive. Why do you think she's so sore about it? She might have had it rough like most people who suffered under the quota system. That's the most obvious explanation. It didn't bother me that much. Granted, when we were young, when I had to meet quota and we had a patient leader. Us kids managed to keep up with the adults, even though one of my friends frequently failed to reach the quota. We all did well for a while. Miho, Naoyuki, and everyone else in the settlement. No. You? You okay, buddy? Guys, something's wrong with you. You? You're sweating like a polar bear in summer. Polar bears don't sweat. Do they? Are you sick? What's the matter? That girl. She couldn't be. There's no way. You look terrible. Are you okay? You! Get a hold of yourself. How could she be alive? Is it really her? Snap out of it, man. Stay with us. What's going on with you? We need to get him out of here. You, hang in there. You! What's wrong? Let me help you, Eiji. Kinda figured that'd be the end of the day. Even though I believe it's still real early morning. Where am I? Your friends brought you here. You passed out. How the hell did that happen? You tell me. They were all panicked when they came here. That was kind of funny. I've never seen Hayami look so concerned. She's always got that straight face, you know what I mean? She was worried too, huh? Why wouldn't she be? You're her friend, aren't you? Right. If she found us in a mess like that, Eiji and the others must have had some explaining to do. Thanks for taking care of me. Really appreciate it. We take care of people who put in the work. But do me a favor, don't go passing out like that again, okay? It freaks everybody out. I'd appreciate it. It rarely happens, believe me. Can you remember what happened before you lost consciousness? Did you not eat or drink enough? If you don't have enough sugar in your system, you can keel over. Is that what happened? I don't really remember. We were at the graveyard and... Oh, I saw her. I saw Hikari. There, whoa there. Where do you think you're going? She's alive. I gotta go find her and... No, you lie your ass down. Reira, let me go. Look, I don't care if you just saw the ghost of your ex. I'm the boss here in the medical bay, and when I tell you to stay put, you stay put. You can't expect me to stay here when I know she's out there. I need to find her. You can go chasing your girlfriend later. Right now you need to get your strength back. You're still pale as a ghost. You don't want to go out there when you can barely stand, do you? Okay. Be a good boy and let me check your vitals. I want to see if you need any more meds. You'll definitely still need more rest after that. Thanks. What about the others? Are they okay? They're fine. I'll let them know how you're doing in a little while. I have to make sure you're fine before you go getting excited. So close your eyes, lie your head back, and rest. You can't push yourself too hard just yet. Alright, thanks again. Just do what I asked and don't faint again, okay? I'll do my best. There's no getting out of here, huh? I don't have the strength to get past her. Guess I'll just rest a bit. Hayami. You feeling any better? Yeah. The weather probably just got to me. The weather made you pass out? I don't remember you being that weak. I don't really know what happened, okay? But now would be a good time to talk. We've got a lot of things to talk about, don't we? Eiji. That's right, Hayami. About what happened. How do I put this lightly? You saw Eiji scowling at him from behind Hayami. This might not mean much, but I'm sorry about the things I said. I truly am. I went overboard. I knew right then and there that I did. Idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Can you forgive me? I didn't kill you in your sleep, did I? I totally could have. Reira, you would have let me give the idiot a lobotomy, right? You know more about the human body than I do. If I can pretend to be a doctor, so can you. Thanks, Hayami. Hayami just looked at you, then walked away. Eiji, I wouldn't make the same mistake twice. I didn't come here as Hayami's chaperone. I just had nothing else to do. Is that so? Well, you sat up on the bed. I know I've got to do something. You can rest. We'll take care of graveyard duty. That's great. I had something else in mind. You? My head is clearer now, Eiji. I got this. You blow it one more time and there's no way Hayami won't hate your guts for all eternity. I know. I can't risk failure. We've come this far. You guys had to leave something behind because of me. I can't let my temper waste all of that. I won't let you down. I promise. It's your ball game. We'll go see Miho even without you if we have to. Thanks. See you later. I only have one lead. I must talk to him. Yes. You should really get more rest. I feel great, thank you. Reira sighed. You went for the stairs. You know what, let's talk to the hookers first. Wow. Do they have any role? He should be inside right now. The lookout isn't here. Take a deep breath. I have to handle this very carefully. If he asks as a threat, then I must ensure Hayami's safety. But I must do it in a way that Hayami will accept as well. I don't know if I can do it, but here goes nothing. Going by the look on your face, I don't think you're here to view the paintings. If you're looking for the landlord to complain, try next door. You're not getting off that easy. There is no landlord. Yeah? So what do you want? Your lookout must have told you about the incident yesterday. Now that you mention it, he apparently had to chase a couple of outsiders. Were those your guys? Playing a prank on my hardworking friend? I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm not looking for trouble. Oh boy, here it comes. I'm not gonna like what you're about to say, am I? That depends. Depends on what? Why are you hiding your relationship with Hayami? Whoa, hold it right there. You went from 0 to 100 real quick. Why would you think there's such a thing? Didn't we already talk about that? Yeah, but I didn't know any better at the time. So you did some snooping around. What's new this time? I'm not letting you get away from this. I may not have all the details, but I have just enough to piece everything together. Now I just have to confirm a few things from the horse's mouth. No matter what the truth is, I'll make you speak. Hello, I'm waiting. What do you think of this? Nice sword, huh? That's... You've really gone off the deep end, huh? Literally. We just did a little digging. In hindsight, that was the most obvious thing to do. Take it you're not just referring to asking Hayami if she's had a child before. No, the digging was almost literal. We went underground deep. Well, what am I supposed to know about that? You don't think Kazuya is my child, do you? Actually, I'm almost certain he is. Why's that? Well, aside from the fact that you clearly know who he is, I have something that links Yas to Kazuya. Let's hear what you have to say about this, art spy guy. We found your name next to the kid's remains. Sort of. Your name is part of the key Hayami uses to keep Kazuya out of reach. Yaz is only 3 letters short of an anagram for Kazuya. Hayami. She named Kazuya after you. Maybe you two even agreed on it. Either way, I don't think she named her child after you just because she has a crush on you. That's interesting. Why do you think Kazuya is Hayami's child? Maybe I really am the father, and I've asked Hayami to take care of him. Nothing would suggest Hayami is his mother. I'm right, aren't I? Unless Hayami told you anything about Kazuya. Hell, I doubt it was her who told you about Kazuya's resting place. Maybe you saw her go there, or she mentioned it in passing. But I can't imagine her telling you you're welcome to visit. No one is. You probably barged in there without her permission like a thieving grave robber. I have evidence suggesting Kazuya is Hayami's child. Now this I have to see. I hate to base an assumption on rumors, but what the ladies at the residential area said about Hayami. Maybe half of those were lies, but there's a real connection between Hayami and the Soapland. Rosa confirmed it. Really? Well, she didn't say anything directly, but her and Hayami are related for sure. That's it? You're not even sure? I have something else. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're looking for here. Hayami going to the crypt? What about it? If there's one thing every member of Charlton shares, it's the ability to set mechanisms to protect what's important to us. The setup Hayami has in there is our signature, so to speak. If you commissioned her to build it for your child, that wasn't hers. She wouldn't have left your name on the wall. She'd be too embarrassed if you saw that. Maybe I'm just so narcissistic that I asked her to put it there. She wouldn't agree to that. Anything that involves the dead is an art form to her. She'd rather not do it than comply with your selfish request. It's safe to say that Hayami never expected anyone to visit that place. Which would be odd if she had nothing to do with Kazuya. Or if Kazuya's father wanted to visit him at some point. Your name on the wall, the puzzle locks. There's no doubt in my mind that you're Kazuya's father. Kazuya? Oh dear Kazuya. I wish he was my child, but he wasn't. Couldn't have been mine. Timeline didn't add up. Kazuya stayed in his mother's womb undetected for a while. When we found out, when we realized there was something inside Hayami, Kazuya was long gone. A calcified baby. Stone children, they're called. Stillbirths that stay in the mother's womb and are attacked by the immune system. She conceived Kazuya before we ever made love. We didn't know at first. When she started showing symptoms, we thought she was having a normal pregnancy. I was so happy that she could be bearing my child. I wanted Kazuya to come out normally. But something wasn't right. We turned to the experts and... just wasn't meant to happen. Kazuya wasn't meant to walk this earth. But you don't seem all that close to Hayami. I don't just mean when we see you two together. Hayami always acts like she's a distant admirer of yours. Or rather, she puts you in high regard. She idolizes you almost. How can you two go from there to making babies? Hey now, weren't you just accusing me of having a secret relationship with her? Why are you acting clueless all of a sudden? I was just bluffing. It was an educated guess at best. I certainly didn't expect what you're telling me now. Damn, you got me good. Well, about Hayami being distant. It's a defense mechanism, I think. You think? This is Hayami's lost child we're talking about. You think isn't good enough. Could be a defense mechanism. She was destroyed emotionally, in a manner of speaking. Some people get stuck in the denial phase and never advance in the process of grieving. Maybe losing Kazuya was so traumatic for her, the only way to cope was to bury all the bad memories deep inside. Bury the memories as if they never happened. As if I didn't exist until after that event. But it's also possible that she's just faking everything for my sake. Faking? Why would she do that? She's a sensitive woman, even if she doesn't seem like that sometimes. She's very empathic. She knew I was hurting. She's good at sensing emotions other people are feeling. The only way we could take away the pain we shared was to put everything under the rug. Pretend Kazuya never happened. But it's not like we sat down and decided what was the best course of action. The indifference between us now is the product of an unspoken agreement, you might say. After I helped her set up the crypt for Kazuya by providing the materials and supplies, we never talked about it again. The distance between us grew since then. I was still with Sanctus when we built the crypt. I decided to follow her here after I left Sanctus. Wait, no. That can't be right. Huh? What can't? I'm pouring my heart out right now. To you. Can you cut me some slack? If you find any inconsistencies in what I say, I assure you they're unintentional. Is that so? Why do you care so much if Kazuya wasn't your child? He wasn't like me. He wasn't a deceitful prick like you mean? You could have trained him. You didn't know he was calcified at first, right? No, it's not that. That's not even funny. Hayami and her child's father. The genes they passed on to Kazuya. Like his biological parents, Kazuya could survive the Al-Salah. Al-Salah? I've heard of that before. Then that means you're further into your search for the Ark than I thought. Color me impressed. The Ark? You're talking about the Ethnobomb. Nailed it. A bioweapon that can destroy the GPA in one fell swoop. You're one of them. I mean, I don't want to sound wrong, but that's the reason why you're worried about Al-Sa'a, correct? Nailed it again. The Al-Sa'a is meant to kill my kind. He has his expression dimmed. I wanted to raise Kazuya, or at least protect him, set him up for life if I ever don't make it. The Al-Sa'a would spare him, even if he was associated with me as my adopted son. He was supposed to be our child, Hayami. Were you always GPA? How did you get into Sanctus? What? Septimus? No, I'm not GPA. I'm just part of the same race they've been predominantly composed of. My features aren't that pronounced, though. So no one could even mistake me as GPA by just looking at me. My parents were GPA, but that didn't matter. I was separated from them at a young age. I grew up in the loving arms of Lord Septimus. If you believe that kind of crap. You didn't leave Sanctus because you wanted to follow Hayami. Don't be ridiculous. It couldn't have been that simple. Like, you know how I felt and what my intentions were from all those years ago. Okay, why don't you tell me what my own thought process was back then, Mr. Time-Traveling Mind Reader? It's simple. I only have to time travel to 2 days ago. The reason why I don't believe you wanted to follow Hayami is... Humanity doesn't need an icon. We should explore the beauty of life, not end lives. Those were your own words. Damn, Hojo, picking a fight in public. He was always a show-off. You had a lot of reasons for leaving Sanctus, I'm sure. But don't try to fool me into thinking you're a good thing for Hayami. Hayami is just a convenience to you. After you betrayed your old group, you want someone to go back to. Guess you're right about that, but only partly. By the time I decided to leave Sanctus, there was already a rift between me and Hayami. Wasn't sure how she'd respond to seeing me again. I took my chances anyway. Something's not right. What now? Don't like my sob story? You're saying that you're here because of Hayami. That can't be right. What are you trying to get at? I saw it, Yaz. Don't lie to me. I've been to your secret room. As I thought, and I'm sure it looked bad. Terrible. You might even think I'm a monster for inflicting so much pain on others. But it's a necessary evil. I'm sure you're perfectly familiar with the term. Wouldn't you stop the Ark if you had the power to? A weapon of mass destruction that discriminates based on genetics, not whether you're an enemy or not? Thousands will die because of the genes they were born with. Good people, criminals, doesn't matter who they are. Is that fair? It isn't right, no matter how you look at it. You might say I'm fighting fire with fire, and that could be true. Some of the people I bring in for questioning might be innocent. But Sanctus will do it on a much grander scale. Can you imagine what the survivors will think once Sanctus unleashes the Al-Sa'a? They'll think Septimus is a supreme being with the power to kill everyone just like that. You'll be living in a world controlled by fear. The repercussions are unimaginable. I'll sell my soul to the devil if that meant I could stop the Al-Sa'a. Then why do you have a dummy designed after Miho? I can't tell you that. Tell me, how has Miho got anything to do with all this? Afraid I can't answer your question. You can kill me right now and I'll let you. But under no circumstances can I answer your question truthfully. Not right now. Not until I accomplish my mission. What mission? Hey, just look on the bright side. At least I'd rather put my neck on the line than lie to you, right? I wouldn't do that if I was up to no good. You'll just have to trust me on this one. Don't mess with me. What's the dummy for? What do you know about my sister, and why the hell do you have something like that? Because he's afraid. Isn't that... Are you satisfied? Now you believe I'm not hiding anything from you, right? You mean I've just confirmed the rumors about you being a sicko? I certainly have. And then I'm doing it for the cause. We can agree about that, I'm sure. Hikari sighed, looked at you, then back at Yaz. What's he doing here? Not sure. He had some questions, just like you. What is it about my humble gallery that attracts you scary people? Questions? About the Ark? What did you tell him? No, not the Ark. Well, we did touch on that. You're not using him too, are you? He's doing well for himself, I think. He might get too far ahead if I lead him in the right direction. I'm sure he'll manage on his own just fine. I'm right here, you guys. Care to fill me in? I'd love to. I live to educate you. Please ask away. Perfect. For starters, why don't you tell me what you were doing in there? If you could just make Yaz let you go inside, why do you have to rough me up about it? He didn't just let me, and it doesn't really matter. You saw what's in there too, right? Yeah. And you still want to go after the Ark? If anything, I'm more inclined to find it. Now I know for sure that we're not the only ones after it. The Ark is not a myth. It exists. And if Yaz is using extreme measures to locate it... Yue glared at Yaz. What did you tell him? The truth. He knows about the Al-Sa'a. The reason Yaz wants the Ark is to stop it from killing thousands of innocent people. He's an asshole, but he's got the right motive. Look me in the eye and tell me you feel the same way. Well, I don't want to be a hero, but if I could save lives while getting my Stop. I knew it. A weak voice came from the art gallery's entrance. Is this the art gallery? You've come to the right place, buddy. Sorry, it seems occupied. I'll come back to view the painting some other day. Oh no, don't let us stop you. You might not catch this place open some other time. I heard the owner's moving soon. He is. Is that so? Well, if you don't mind. Just ignore us. Pretend we don't exist. Thanks. The nervous man walked over to the paintings. How hospitable of you, Yue. You should run your own gallery. I should. Hey, you don't understand what you're getting into, do you? I don't want to be a part of your mess, so I don't really care. I'll gather Der Chalton and find the Ark ourselves. You see, that's not really possible. Yue grabbed the nervous man by the shoulder and turned him around. You having a good time? Yeah, thanks. Great, great. Yue quickly grabbed Yu's tanto and pointed at the man's neck. Let him go, Yue. That's not happening. Let me go. Get her off me. I'll give you whatever you want. Just get her off me. Yue glared at the man. Do I look like a common thief, you bastard? She's gonna kill me. You gotta help me. Don't let her do this. Last chance, Yue. Drop him. Yue slid the blade across the man's neck. He dropped on the floor, making gurgling sounds, and choked on his own blood before dying. What the hell is wrong with you? Quit chasing after that Ark, you. What does that have to do with anything? It has to do with everything. You're messing with something you don't understand. It's going to get you killed. Even if you don't value your own life, it's going to get others killed. That's what will happen. Take a look. This'll be you lying here, or it'll be everybody that you know. And you'll have no control over it. You might even be the one to pull the trigger without realizing it. Do you still want to take that risk? do you still want to? Do you still want that arc? Yeah, I thought I missed a line there. You just killed a man in cold blood. He's got nothing to do with the arc. What was the point of that? Have you gone insane? You'll do what I just did if you continue to pursue the arc. Even if you don't want to. Look, it was your blade that killed that poor man. That's not you. I'm not... Relent. I'm not like you. That's not what I want the arc for. Are you listening? Your intention doesn't matter. You'd be a clueless child running with scissors once you have the arc. I'm not a murderer. That's a lie. We both know that. I don't kill for pleasure or to set an example. What you did to that man isn't right. Where do you get off telling me what's right and wrong? Once you have the arc, you'll do worse than kill that man. Many, many more will die because of your ignorance. That's not true. How do you know? You've never seen the arc. You don't know how it actually works. We do. It's nothing but a killing machine. No. You started breathing deeply. He walked towards Yue while looking down and forcefully grabbed her shoulders. Yue grabbed his arms and threw him to the ground. She pointed the tanto at his neck. Go home, you. Is this what you've become? Another maniac like Yaz? Another freak like the rest of them out there? That's not you. What in the hell's happened to you, Hikari? So you do remember. How could I forget? That's right, you couldn't. And do you know why? It's because we're made of the same fabric. What? I've heard the stories. The Mad Angels, you wiped them out. Or you thought you did. I kill one man and you act like you're shocked. What's happened to you? And you're planning to kill more, right? With that arc. Don't deny it. You're okay with it killing more people, as long as you get what you want. You're blocking me out, but the truth is you don't even want to consider what I'm telling you is true. Not because you're afraid of the consequences, but because you'll be fine with the mass murder as long as you get Miho back. I'm not planning on killing anyone. Sanctus wants the arc to kill people. You press the wrong button and everyone with the wrong genetics will die. It's going to happen. You know I'm telling the truth. Kill, kill, kill. You'll do it on the off chance that you get Miho back. Shut up, Hikari. No. Alright, you little birds. Cut it out. You'll help me with the mess to take care of. I don't want to get kicked out of this place, so I have to clean up before someone finds a dead man on my floor. Hikari continued to glare at you, pressing the bloody tanto deeper into his neck. Yue! I said enough! You saw Hikari's eyes widen for a moment before she got off of him and dusted herself off. She fixed her gaze on Yaz, who glared back, then looked at you. Thank your lucky stars. She threw the bloody tanto at you, turned around and left. Hikari. Don't push your luck, young man. You're leaving too. Now, you don't have to tell me that. I'm out of here. To think Yurina would turn out like that. Not entirely sure if that's a name that was changed in translation, or not translation, but in development. Too many people with names that begin with Y, I assume, or something. Killing an innocent man to send a message. She used to be such a sweet girl. This world creates too many monsters. But the truth is, it's both of us that have changed, huh? Yurina. Hello again. I've been expecting you. Yeah, I'm here again. I'm a terrible patient, aren't I? I'm your therapist now? Rose aside. I knew you'd be back sometime today. You're a very predictable boy, you know that? I guess. No quips? No witty one-liners? Are you feeling alright? I'm fine. I'm fine, he says. No one's ever fine when they say that. Did you get into trouble? No, I didn't get into any trouble. Stop talking to me like I'm a child. I just found something. Something awful. Like what? One of your guy friends making out? It's not so bad. Come on, don't leave me in suspense now. You wouldn't want to know. You would not believe half of it if I told you. This ARC stuff, not everyone's on the same boat about it, you know? Not a topic you'd want to waste your time on, is it? Now, if you don't want to talk about it, we all have our insecurities. Thanks, I guess. So how are your friends? Haven't seen them in a while. I'm surprised the big one has stayed with you this long. since you and the other two are, well, interesting people. The big one? You mean Gunther? He's been with us through thick and thin. Nothing drives that guy away. He's as loyal as they come. Must have been a difficult choice for him to leave his family. I have to make sure his journey with us is worth it. I was talking about the other big one. Eiji. He's the most responsible guy I know. Maybe he feels obligated to keep everybody out of trouble. That's his job now, since he's the old man. He's not the kid's father, is he? Which kid? Toshio? They don't even look alike. Hey, it happens. Not this time. Toshio's parents were gone by the time we found him. He was actually holed up with his dead folks, too afraid to go outside. When you go through something like that, you're scarred for life, but sometimes you come out stronger. He's a strong kid now. How's your other friend doing, then? Hayami, I mean. She's okay. Just okay? Yeah. You didn't get into a scuffle, did you? Don't worry about it. It's not your problem. None of these are. We're still talking anyway. Sorry, that was inappropriate of me to say. Damn straight. Keep your chin up, why don't you? Things will get better. Give her time and you can smooth things over. I don't know if I can smooth things over. How come? Between what happened and some other things going on, I'm not sure at all. Other things? Oh, the awful thing you can't tell me about. It's gotta be a pain and a half. Hayami's a special kind of woman. She's odd, yes, but she's always been a nice girl towards me and everyone else she comes across. Never had any grievances with her. Don't know anyone who has. She's a real sweetheart. You should know her better than I do. You and her go way back, right? Breaks my heart when two friends have a rift like this. It's probably not as bad as it sounds. My bigger problems have nothing to do with her. Whatever came out of you coming here to ask about her anyway? About that, well, I just had to put two and two together since you weren't willing to spill anything. Why do I feel like that isn't a good thing? It worked as intended, so I guess it's okay. You guess? So you've been running around with a vague idea about Hayami that could very well be false? In a way, yeah. It doesn't matter, okay? Yes, give us answers like we needed him to. So, what do you think? Do you believe she was a working girl? Not mincing words there, are you? You didn't come here to ask if she was a client. You wanted to know if she was my gal, correct? What do you think now? No, I don't think so after all. You don't? Just because she had a kid and a couple of jealous bitches slander her name. Does that mean she was a working girl? Isn't that jumping the gun a bit? You don't sound too sure. So even until now, you don't have anything solid on her? No knowledge of past lovers, how she used to get by, things of that nature? I do, but she couldn't have been a working girl, right? She was already very capable when I first met her. Didn't seem to be the type who'd need to sleep her way to survive. Are you sure? Yeah, I am. She's not your gal, is she? You don't sound so sure. That's all I'm saying. I am. Are you sure, or are you just in denial? Could it be that you have a preconceived notion of what your friend should be, and you refuse to accept anything that would deviate from that image of her? It's a possibility, isn't it? Would it really matter? Theoreticals. It's only theoretical if you refuse to face the facts. Personally, I'm not bothered by whichever the truth is. I have no stake in it. As far as I'm concerned, Hayami is a fine lady. I'm just worried you're not being fair to her regardless of what she's had to do in life to be where she is now. Are you staying? No, I told the guys I'll be back. Thanks for entertaining me as always. Wait till you see what real entertainment's like. Come back as a paying customer when you're old enough. So you could serve me more watered-down drinks? I think I'll pass. Go away. Just messing with you. See you soon. We'll see each other soon, alright?